Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner, Charles Davis. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Tampa. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Coming in, he really has a chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins now. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On first down, it's Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do you do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 36, Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline. Not in the field of play. So it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A third down gain of 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. First the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Tucker's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Fields. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Really talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Fields on first down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. And this one complete to Smith. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 4-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass and he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing. Cousins. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson to return. Gets around him. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Cousins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. His throw incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Cousins now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn around and say, and you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took on him 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Cousins. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Fields. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
Complete. Smith has it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Henry. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Jackson. Shifts by him.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Cousins again. Wisely will throw that one away.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we toss it an hour or so east.
Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 41, Fields. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they have a goal hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers. Hopefully he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big hitch.
Fields on third down. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Fields.
That's complete to the tight end, Akins.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields now to throw.
Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think they need 4 sacks a game. We're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try to counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Tucker's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They begin with Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
66 yards for him on the ground now on that. His 20th carry.
He's really ruthless about guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, there's the option going left.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd down, here's an option right.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Fields dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
They snap it to Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Being chased out left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down and sacked back at the 7. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's got room. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8.
Claypool with another catch. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Carlos Dunlap in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd and a couple. Fields. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The handoff running left, Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he returns this to the 22.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 2nd down and 8.
Cousins now.
Open man is Palmer.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. The 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
2nd and 9.
Here's Cousins.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Here, if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down throw for Cousins. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Cousins throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bears now ready to take over again. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Henry again on 2nd down.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.